sometimes failing to even get that far. But as of late, Guild have been on the upswing. Giants a little bit, I'd say more quiet than recently, or more quiet recently, excuse me. But overall, I would say if we're gonna come into this matchup, you need to see Nolly popping off, or you need to see Itachi holding it down on defense. That's what it comes down to in my mind.
Yeah, I mean, Giants have had that, those pop-off moments in almost every tournament we've seen them in. They haven't been consistent, though. That's been the one mark against them. And Tho will pick up the first goal. Guild start off with the goal.
I mean, I thought it was going to be Nolly, but I guess Tho is going to take this one by himself. You can see the delay. He recognized all that space. Nice little touch to get it right in front of him. Pop up a little bit so you can get under the ball. Tho, that's a great way to start out this series, and you did it all yourself.
And Guild, this is coming off a frustrating series against Queso that went 5 games.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't exactly look the best. And this is a real chance to return to form and, try to confirm your day 2 spot. Zamway going to get the push downfield. It's a good start for Guild. You got to play for the full length of the match, though. Giants are certainly going to make you fight for all of that.
In that Queso match for Guild, it felt like they were a bit slower to go for the challenge on defense. While their offense looked solid, I think the only highlight play we really saw was Nolly with a flip reset. That's about it. Other than that, they were a bit slow and sluggish on defense to get up for the challenges. Couldn't match the pace. But now seeing Tho come out with a nice little 1v1 play and a more dribble-focused matchup, I'd say this goes in favor of Guild.
So far, it's been a trade in midfield for possession. Giants haven't been able to put up any extended pressure for the times they've been in the blue half so far. Being said, game 1 did just start a minute and a half ago, and Nolly will have the next push around. One defender, and wow, Devo sneaks it through. It's 2-0 Guild.
Well, it's all because of this extra touch. Look at Nolly, the way he used his flip and then kept boosting afterwards to get that last second touch past the defender, sets up Devo. That pass out to the midfield, one of a kind. Nolly, what a lovely assist there to Devo.
I mean, you were just saying that for Guild, you got to see Nolly, if they have a chance in this series, do something great for his team. Stake actually going to get the goal here for Giants to split the lead in half.
And this is uncharacteristic for Devo. He's normally the commander in defense who can hold it down even in tight situations like that. But Zamway was so early to that challenge, gets over Devo. Even if it makes contact with it, it's still going to bounce in front of the net. The Giants are able to cut the lead in half.
Well, he's a hard one to get by or to defend Zamway, as if Devo commands things on defense. Zamway certainly loves to disrupt that game plan for Devo. Tho takes another shot at the net. Stake able to pick up the save.
Well, and during the Itachi interview, most of the highlights that we did see from their previous performance were Zamway doing a lot of work on the offensive side, carrying certainly his own weight, and I'd say the weight of the team on his shoulders to make a lot of the offensive moves.
Well, Nolly deleted on the play, and Itachi misses the rebound. It was a decent look at the net for Giants. Nolly sets up Devo for another one, and Guild get back onto the orange half. Having difficulty, Giants are preventing Guild from transitioning down the field, but they are still within 1. Nolly has a one-on-one in front of the box, goes wide on the carry, will collect some boost, and he still has possession off the ceiling. Pass straight down, and Tho tried to cut off the angle. Devo, damage control for Giants as they scramble to get back to the ball.
I like that original idea from Nolly. He knew that he couldn't get the angle, so instead he goes for the boost to try and starve out the opponents. But the Giants had transitioned rather nicely, and here's another counterattack attempt for Nolly, but it's just wide. Does he have the follow-up angle? Maybe the pass to Tho, and it's just off. That was a really great sequence of passing, but unfortunately for Guild, they didn't get anything out of it.
We a little bit more time off the clock for him, at the very least. Devo, 1 touch for him, but the back wall's clean for now for Giants. Devo pushing forward again. Guild still having trouble breaking out. Stake just completely misses the ball. Forces Itachi to use more boost than he'd like. Guild, although got bumped on the play, Itachi tried to keep Devo out. And Giants will get a breather, but they have to collect boost, and they're not able to challenge Nolly immediately. Nolly's just going to carry it down the field himself. Itachi will get the best challenge possible out of that. Tho kicks it right back again. Somehow Guild are just wrenching this ball away from Giants.
Well, it's all about the passing for Guild. While they don't have the speed, I'd say the Giants are actually outclassing them in that department. Nolly almost found an angle from the right corner, and they're still moving forward on this attack. I love the assists and the extra little touches. That's what got that goal from Nolly and Devo. And they continue to have these follow-up touches. This one could slip in, but Devo, of course, is holding it down in the backfield.
But Nolly missed the ball, so State got a chance at a double touch. Tho makes up for it on the block. Back in the corner, Guild have to be careful right here. This is a dangerous spot with 30 seconds remaining. Itachi can't get it done. Stake will rotate right back in. Tho next in line on the corner on defense, but Itachi's got the catch. Devo hops right on top of him. He's got no boost in the tank. He gets chipped off the play. Giants have bought themselves one more opportunity, and Devo just took it away. Devo trying to get Itachi out, and now here comes Zamway again. Nolly gets another challenge. Guild are just rolling up from midfield and stopping Giants from progressing at all. Itachi, no chance. No chance either. State gets the catch. Close behind him is Itachi. How do they draw this up? Pops it straight up. Itachi, the pass over to Zamway, but no, Devo gets in the way. Oh, you thought the pre-jump was gonna work, but hang on.
I mean, you could see the pre-jump. That was their last-ditch effort, almost working out for the Giants. Shout out to Devo in those final seconds. Even before, he was landing on the ball with zero boost and managed to stall out just a couple more seconds that Guild needed to just force that ball to drop down. And then in the end, he comes out with a great challenge on defense. Devo's the guy who's holding it down constantly for Guild. And in my opinion, he's the reason why they won that first match.
Especially at the end there. But I mean, Giants were unable to grab boost. They would get a decent clear, but there was never any presence in midfield to really force Guild to move back to their own half. And the few clears that Giants were able to get, I mean, that's what happens when you get boost starved. You have to spend time collecting pads or a canister instead of being able to go challenge the ball. So we'll see if Giants can get that squared away. But Guild did an excellent job not giving them any room when they could.
Yeah, and I mean, Itachi talked about the nerves coming into this matchup, especially in the last split. There's a lot riding not only on this individual series to stay alive, but also, you got to make top 10 in order to get into the majors. So much riding on even individual games. So for these guys, they're feeling the pressure.
Devo up high again. The clear is solid from Itachi. Guild still in possession here, though. A lot of time to think about that next touch, and Devo's going to get a look in the same spot. Itachi forced up, and Devo just blocked him. It might have actually saved Giants on that play because Nolly was ready for it. Had his teammate not hit the ball, you might be talking about a goal-scoring situation, but Tho might set another one up. Devo there, close, and he scores! Guild take the lead again.
Look at the defense of the Giants. Everybody is flat-footed. Stake tried to go up for that, but he realized Tho was going way ahead of him. Had to backflip to try and get back in position, but that pass again from Tho out to Devo, who has been the consistent striker and defender for Guild. He finds the back of the net. That passing, it's just undefeated at this point, Jordan.
I mean, most times, you said at the beginning of the match, right? Devo is the rock on defense, and he delivers most times on that, but we haven't seen him consistently involved on the offense. When he does get involved and when he's the one shooting a lot more often, Guild seem to feel more comfortable. And there's a lot of factors playing into that, right? I mean, Giants aren't really able to challenge them with any kind of authority in midfield. And so it's been a struggle to, keep pace with Guild as Nolly has to block another shot. Itachi, a little too high off to the side, but Stake gets a shot. Tho bumped in net. Nolly, no boost, stuck on the back wall. Stake coming up, he doesn't even get a touch. Zamway, pass in front to Itachi, shot on, and it's denied by Devo.
You're not getting anything past that goal line if Devo is sitting in net. My goodness, the predictions he's had this entire series, absolutely on point. And you can tell, you talked about him being the rock for this team, not only on offense, but also defense. Stake coming out with the save, almost an own goal, a bit scary. And it seems like Guild have managed to break out of their defense.
Nice touch from Zamway, but not nice enough. He gets another clear off the back wall. Good follow-up. Stake and Itachi combining in midfield. Steak forcing another challenge up. Itachi has a shot on net. Though blocked. Samway quick whipping around the right. Quick hop off the rebound. Steak takes another shot. Oh, it's saved by Nolly. Though gets the clear. Devo's got a breakaway downfield past mid. Gets around one. That's Steak. And Itachi's the first to not touch the ball as it goes back. That was a massive counterattack from Guild that they couldn't capitalize on.
Oh my goodness, but at the end of the day, all that matters is you manage to get that last second save, keep your team in the lead. That was incredible. What a showing from the defensive Guild. And even the counterattacks look threatening for these boys. The Giants, their accuracy not on point and on par with what we expect, the standard for the Giants, especially with Zamway up top. He's hitting top corner, top shelf 90% of the time, but it doesn't seem like things are working out for him in this series.
Steak forces another challenge, or rather Nolly does. And Giants have been playing this tune for the better part of 8 minutes now in the match. Itachi rolls back around. Though and Devo double commit. That leaves an opening. Zamway sees it, and he missed. It's off the post. Nolly gets in the way and prevents Guild from a tie game. How in the world does that not go in?
Where is the accuracy? Devo had pre-jumped, had to get back on the net and get into the goal. Couldn't find the touch, but it was just wide.
That shot is wide.
This is heartbreaking.
Oh, I thought Zamway might have had it. Still Giants. It's the closest they've had, Turtle. How many looks in front of the box? I mean, Zamway usually nails shots like that. Even the one
That's all he was doing in the highlights. We saw the interview with Itachi. It was Zamway consistently dunking all of those shots, putting them in. But in this series, something is off.
See if he can figure it out here. He just lets one lobbed in front of the box. And Itachi gets the next catch. This has been the best Giants have looked in midfield. They've had plenty of chances at the net, but none of them have come with any fruits. Right there, you get demoed, and Tho gets the clear. Nolly takes Enforcer, takes Itachi out, but no goal is scored. Tho missed it wide.
And the Giants, I think they're pretty fortunate right now. This game should be 2, maybe 3-0 for Guild. With the chances they've slipped away from on the defensive side, they move forward for a counterattack, and they haven't been too consistent with their striking either. The Giants getting away with it whenever they miss the open nets. Here's Zamway to try and make up for that earlier miss.
9 shots so far for Giants, no goals. 20 seconds remain in game number 2. Starting from midfield again, Zamway pops it up for Itachi. Itachi gets the win on the challenge. Steak comes up quickly. Zamway's forced to wait. And Itachi in the same spot in midfield. Gives Steak another chance at the ball. Devo waiting for it on the backboard. Able to play it back to the corner. Rolls by Itachi. Zamway has to cover. He can't get the touch. Itachi pops it up once more for Steak, but Nolly is all over him. The ball touches the ground, and Guild are 1 away from sweeping Vodafone Giants.
I went through every single player on Guild's camera perspective, and I saw basically 0 boost across the board. I think Nolly in that situation was the only one with about 30 boost, and Guild still managed to get that clear out. It's hard because I don't want to discredit the Giants' offense, but it really isn't looking good. You're starving out the opponent. You're finding opportunities. What we're missing is the execution. Don't get me wrong, things are looking good. The rotations have been there for the Giants. Guild have been playing solid defense. But when you're missing your shots, Jorby, what else is there to say? It's a simple mistake, but one that seems to be impossible for them to make up for.
You don't get that many chances if you're Giants in midfield. Somehow coming away empty. Like
Look at that shot.
Like that's one he has that.
Man.
He doesn't miss
That's pain.
those.
That's pain.
Like, I don't know if it's the nerves of possibly not making it to tomorrow. Obviously, like, that has to play into it, but they're also not really playing their best game. That first game got away from them. They were unable to challenge anything, and the start of game 2 was much the same. It took them half the game to finally get any kind of presence in midfield.
Yeah, and you could even tell that Zamway's a little bit upset with himself because he ended up leaving that match early, probably swapping out his car, camera settings, going for a different preset, something to get out of this tilt that you found yourself in, because it is a snowball effect whenever you're upset in this game. Something's got to reset. You even heard Itachi talk about the timeout and how beneficial that was for this team to reset mentally, wake up a little bit, and get themselves locked in for the series.
And we are remaking the server real quick, so we're on a slight delay, but it should not take us long. Please stick with us. We appreciate your guys' patience. Watching Guild versus Vodafone Giants. This match is to make it to tomorrow. It's win and you're in. Lose, and you're gone. That's simple. And right now, it's looking like Guild are going to advance. Giants, they had so many chances. And if they can continue that turtle, like you've been saying, the accuracy, that's the one thing for them that needs to change. If they can find their footing early in this next game, that could pay dividends for them in a potential run back. But right now, Guild are fully in the driver's seat.
I mean, it's been a tough group stage for both of these teams trying to find their first series win. And coming out, hopefully there's something changed out for Zamway, whether it's the preset like I was talking about, the car. He's got to get out of that mental abyss that he's found himself in. Meanwhile, Guild, they're confident. They're coming out here. They didn't look too flashy. They were very basic and fundamental with the rotations, but that's what kept them alive. Even in times where they had no boost, they still managed to get the ball out, transition. If they didn't find the goal, it's okay, because they would keep the pressure on and get yourself some time to go grab boost.
And you're just watching the highlights roll by and that are over the course of the match so far. And like that started out really well for Guild. And then things kind of, slowed down again. And watching that Zamway miss again just hurts me a little bit for them.
It just hurts.
But like they were playing so much better in the second half of game 2. I'm confident that Giants will come out firing here. You even heard it with not Zamway, excuse me, Itachi in the pregame interview. They had to take that tactical timeout against Aether. They just didn't feel like they were completely in it. And with this server restart, they get a similar pause. So hopefully they're able to talk it out like they were last time and see if they overcome this loss right now that might be happening here in game 3. Guild, they're in a great position. Like you said, they're not trying to force the issue. They're not trying to create something out of nothing because they haven't had to. We'll see what Giants give them in game 3 as we get underway.
And for the Giants, the midfield pressure, I think, has been relatively flawless. You've got really great speed, winning consistently with the challenges. The only thing we're missing is that final shot, and Zamway, I'm sure he's going to want another attempt at the net. He's feeling hungry.
Will the Giants be eliminated before we even get to Saturday? Zamway makes a nice stop above the crossbar. Steak gets in the way as well, just preventing an early Guild goal. Zamway can't quite scoop that one out, and Nolly will keep it pushed forward. Giants were in a similar spot at the beginning of last game, but the difference, the defense holds up. That first Zamway save was pretty big, and now they're back in the blue half.
Oh, you can see Tho with the dribbles out of the corner. There's a frequent strategy out of Guild to go for those slow plays. I think the first goal of the series was Tho, with a small little touch to himself. That first touch so crucial. And now a fake from Tho. Creative plays getting put on display here for Guild. They have amped up their mechanics and seem to be working incredibly efficient on offense.
Tho played it away, but then got chipped by Zamway. Steak, last man back, forced to hurry back quickly, and Tho takes him out of the play. Nolly flips it over one. Zamway left man back. He is knocked out of the sky. Devo puts it in. Guild again, strike first.
Oh my goodness. Tho landed on the defender on his rotation out, and then Nolly gets the follow-up bump. That's 2 out of 3 players taken out for the Giants. And of course, who's going to clean it up? Who's the third man in rotation? Is Devo.
And Nolly's been at the center of everything in this match, whether it's doling out passes or getting sick bumps like that. Nolly's getting it done. Or the backboard passes. Can do it too for Guild again.
Yeah, but who was at the center of this play, Jorby? It's Nolly, the 50 win, to follow it up off the side while he had to recover perfectly, land under that ball, and get the chip shot off the backboard. Nolly continuously impressing us. And you've just got to credit that recovery to find the pass and the shot accuracy from Tho.
The urgency button is being slapped as many times as possible in Giants territory. They have not started the way they would hope. And Steak looking to start the comeback right here, finding Zamway before it's cleared out by Tho. Itachi keeps this one close to him in the corner. He forces the challenge, but they're playing laterally in Guild territory. Can they get one towards the box? Steak off the ceiling. Devo lost off the crossbar. He got the save. Itachi, no chance. Nolly got in front of it again. Guild's defense somehow pulls another trick out of their hat. Can they stop another one? Itachi can't even get there in time. And Steak has to back up Zamway on this next play. Zamway cut, but Nolly is there. Turtle Guild's defense impenetrable.
And I don't know how they're finding these saves because they have no boost. Devo just now picked up a corner boost, but for the past 30 seconds, he was starved out. He even found a double save where he got the first touch and then falls back down in front of the shot to get the second hit. Devo coming up clutch, letting his teammates carry the ball out. He doesn't even need boost to make those plays.
Itachi picks up a quick save. Guild would love a third, and it might be the death knell for Giants if they cannot keep this ball out of the net. Zamway cannot stop Devo. Devo gets bumped, but not before he gets a little toss over to Tho.
Oh, look at the patience. That was two small dribble plays back-to-back for Guild. Now we've got 2 minutes left. It's going to be even more painful if you play the slow game, slow this pace down, force better 50s, waste time off the clock. That is so valuable for the Giants. Again, tournament life on the line. That one slips into the midfield, but nothing too threatening is coming out for the execution.
Wow, Nolly left in a poor spot, but he made the best of it. Steak couldn't get a solid shot on that.
Miss.
Zamway missed the ball again. What are with all these misses from Giants? Uncharacteristic in situations that they're usually hitting the ball. They've missed the mark, and Guild haven't had to sweat because of it. Again here in midfield, Zamway high above the ceiling. And
what a read.
Wow.
I mean, you see that one dropping off the top of the box. That's so difficult to understand where it's going to go. And Tho was up early. Which is an understatement. And now Devo with the follow-up can't get the save. And this could be the start of the reverse sweep, Jorby.
And I really thought Tho was going to get that, but Zamway prevented him from taking a better angle on the play.
Yeah.
He's any lower to get under that ball, and he'll get knocked out of the play. That is exactly what the Giants ordered. And now it's about getting that second one. You bought yourself some time. Can you have this midfield dominance again while it's going to struggle to penetrate this Guild net? Finally, you get one, and one begets two more often than not for the Giants. We'll see if they get it here. Zamway on the approach, two in front, slips through Tho. Can't get the touch above Nolly, and he'll get the clear out. But Itachi, oh, he can't lock it down. Now Giants got to start again from their own half.
Here we go. Possibly.
Steak. Oh, wait.
Oh. Saw that. He was going for the flick. He went for the slow play, which is something that all of the Giants players are opting to go for, is that small touch. And look at how effective it is. Itachi could have blasted this into the net, but instead wanted to take the risk-free touch all the way across the net. And Zamway got pull shot into it. What?
And I mean, that's awkward for Tho, right? Like that soft touch, he's driving supersonic into the net. So as soon as he throws the changeup at him, it's like, what do you do if you're Tho? It's just gonna roll right behind you, and now you're in an awkward spot. That was a great touch. And Giants put themselves in a tie game with 20 seconds remaining in regulation. Just trying to stay alive. Zamway has another shot. Not there, and Itachi blocked by Tho. Steak, he's got plenty of room. Kicked it hard off the corner. Makes it in front of the box. Zamway shot blocked again. Tho gets the clear out downfield. Guild, they'll take it to overtime or maybe end it right here with Nolly.
Buzzer beater.
Itachi,
it's still up.
He got the touch out. Oh, Giants, you know them. They want to play that. Steak, that's not the touch you want. Nolly got it right back. Zamway makes the save. And Devo keeping the ball in the air.
Wait, Itachi?
No one wants this ball to touch the ground.
Zamway,
he's got more boost off the ceiling, but Itachi's way farther back, and he gets the ball right in front of him. Killed. We're in OT.
Devo is so good at those challenges after getting the first touch, and he's floating down to get the slam and force this overtime. The Giants have slowed down their pace a bit, and now we've gotten this awkward game where it's who's going to make the right decision. We're playing a game of chess at this point, Jorby, instead of just trying to outpace the defender.
Can't hammer it home enough. Guild score a goal here. Giants are out of the regional. Devo. Nothing for him, but it's a miss off the backboard. Devo gets the bump. Oh, Itachi somehow blocks the ball, and Devo, no chance to keep it locked in. Steak gets the clear.
You can see Devo looking for a bump, and now Steak takes one out. Nolly was not able to get the touch because of it, but Devo's still consistent on the defensive side.
Oh!
That man does not miss any clears.
I thought Tho was going to bump Steak off the play. It looked like he chipped him. Guild, a little bit of room. Itachi pulls off on the back wall. Can't find the grab. Steak gets the demo. And Zamway can't force the challenge against Devo.
Nolly's
Nolly can't figure out exactly how to get by the Giants' defense, which have stabilized in great form. to force this overtime and longer. Nice pass from Itachi. Steak kicks it up high. Nolly and an upward thrust. Steak gets back to the ceiling. No shot ever comes, but Guild are still in a tough spot. Devo did what he can to make that challenge happen, and Nolly able to push it back to Giants territory.
And that wasn't the best hit for Nolly. I was pretty sure that he was going to find a better shot. Couldn't get any power, and the accuracy wasn't there. The counterattacks for Guild all series long, that's the one thing I will critique about their playstyle so far. Not consistent, but Nolly with the flip reset fake. Almost baited out the defenders. Still tied up in overtime.
Oh, that ball just hurried right back to Guild territory. And Phil will be first behind the ball, but Zamway gets a win. The demo forces Devo back, and he somehow kept it out. Steak has no angle on the ball, and on the spawn, Nolly dumps it back to Devo. Guild have pulled out some insane plays on defense, but Itachi off the crossbar, and Nolly kicks it out again. Somehow, if you shoot the ball on Guild's net, you just won't score. It just won't happen unless you delete all three players. Unless you delete all three players, Turtle.
Nolly had barely any time to react, milliseconds to get that backflip off the bounce from the crossbar. Still found it, but you're not going to get that one. We've got the reverse sweep. The first step has been taken. The Giants take this game.
This was impressive performance from Giants in recovering. Guild, they had a couple of nice transitions down the pitch, but Giants, they held firm despite the ridiculous progression on Guild's half of the pitch. Despite how often that happened, they didn't get tilted. They just reloaded in midfield and tried again until they could finally crack through that wall, and they finally get a win. Like you said, Turtle, the first one on this journey against Guild.
I think the Giants figured out how to play against Guild with their defense. You know, the Giants normally try to outpace a lot of players on the field, get them to the ball as fast as possible. But with the saves that we've seen from Guild, their slower rotations on defense, you have to kind of fight them and beat them at their own game, basically. You've seen all the dribbles that Guild like to go for, and now with slow plays like that, the little hit across, and then see how patient he is there on the sidewall into the corner. Instead of instantly going for the touch or going for the shot on net, he takes his time, sees the space, and that's not what they were doing in the first two games. But in game 3, they swapped it up. That break, pretty beneficial now, and they definitely talked about some kind of strategy going on as they try to get this reverse sweep, Jorby.
Well, if those delays keep working for Giants, how do you adjust if you're Guild? If you know that Guild are starting to read how you're playing on defense and they know you're jumping a little early or you're trying to read too far ahead into the future, how do you adjust for that for Guild on defense?
I mean, if you're Guild on defense and you see the slower play then from the Giants, I don't think you'd switch up too much because we have seen solid performance from everybody on Guild, and now Nolly's going to start this game out strong yet again. I think Guild just have a trend of scoring first in these games, Jorby.
They somehow pick up that first goal. Giants were able to survive for a little bit in the last game, but I mean, you're right. Guild had the lead, a multi-goal lead in the last game, just couldn't hang on to it. Well, I'll strike first again.
To your point, Jorby, you're talking about what Guild need to do to adapt to what we've seen from the Giants. I personally was fine with how they performed in the previous game. I mean, they started out strong. Things slipped up a bit, but it's the counterattacks that's been struggling for Guild this entire time. Whenever they manage to hold on or Nolly gets this incredible recovery save off the backboard, that's when you strike, get a strong clear out, and have somebody ready for the initial counterattack.
Oh, Itachi just kicked it over though. And the first minute has quieted down a bit. But Nolly has a breakaway. Zamway gets this touch, but it's still in danger. And Nolly couldn't quite wrap around. No touch for him.
See the idea he was going for, and Diva now off the sidewall. I like the ideas from Guild, but execution not there yet. But it doesn't really matter because you have gotten that first lead. Just hold down the fort. A little bit under 4 minutes left. And Tho on the slow play yet again. The dribbles for Guild proven to be the best factor and their best weapon on offense.
Yeah, a little Itachi on the slight delay and a nice kick. Itachi doing a similar play earlier to Guild, and it's a 2-0 lead again. But they were at this point in the last game. Giants were able to mount a comeback. They had their backs pushed to the wall yet again in game 4. Pass in front, Steak denied, but it's a loose ball in front. Zamway blocked by Tho. After that first save from Nolly, Steak another pass. Itachi scores, and they split the lead.
And this entire play actually started off from the delay from Itachi on the sidewall. As you can see, Steak is recovering. Really quick rotation, great awareness to know he can get back in the play, get that touch into the midfield for Itachi to have a free one.
The Giants scoring, or responding rather, a lot quicker than they were able to in previous games. So we saw them kind of start taking over even before they had tied the game. Last time.
Missed.
But Guild gonna strike back, and no, he missed the ball. Devo's got a chance. It's off the crossbar, and Tho is a little slow to the ball. Steak will generate one opportunity for Giants, and that challenge will force Itachi to stretch back to the other side.
The Fields backflip, man, that surely should have been a goal into the back net. Even on the first shot, that was just a bit over the net. The follow-up striker backflipped, couldn't get the recovery, and Nolly, how did this one slip in? Where is the defense from the Giants? And why did it break down?
I mean, he just missed the challenge here. Itachi turns in front, and Nolly just has him beat. And that's the situation for Itachi, where he was looking at Nolly. He's thinking, I have time to turn here. But that lead man, I think it was Tho, who went to go try to bump him. Like, he had to try to avoid him. I don't think that affected his trajectory on his approach at all. I just think Nolly beat him, and that's all it is.
So frustrating, especially when that first defender in front of you doesn't get the challenge that you're expecting. How do you react in time against the team who already has possession? And now Zamway, very, very good speed, but it's saved out from Devo. Shot right in the middle of the net, now off the crossbar. No more saves can come out from Guild. The Giants, shot after shot, they are relentless.
And this time, finding the net, despite hitting the post a couple of times. No Guild defender to make a crazy save. Though, had he had a little bit of boost to the tank, maybe could have made the save. But no, Giants, they're not quite out of it yet. They pull within one.
What has this game evolved into, Jordy? It's like we see some good offense, good patience from the Giants, and then we finally see that golden opportunity, but somebody from Guild, it seems like, teleports in front of the ball and manages to find a save.
It certainly felt like that. Tho lost that teleport ability, though, on cooldown. Nolly threw it back down. Giants looking for the tying goal. They've got plenty of time to make it happen. Steak kicks it against the backboard. Steak almost got the double from that far back. And Itachi and Zamway, you saw them both sitting behind the midfield line. They want to take their chances with care. They've got plenty of time and plenty of room to think about how to approach Guild. They've handled midfield well, but if Devo gets a dunk like that, they might be in trouble. Nice touch from Itachi to get it out to the corner.
Yeah, great pinch from Itachi, and that was an even better bounce for the Giants because it rolled up and didn't bounce directly out to the midfield. Nolly can't outpace the defender. We've got a 1v1, but Devo is up so early to this ball and stalled out just enough time for Tho to get back.
Fake. Able to keep that ball locked in the blue half. Also takes out Nolly on the play. Devo, not the best clear. Itachi tries to punish, but the backboard, a little too high for Itachi's shot. And it's pulled up again here for Giants on defense, but Guild, they have to wait. Where Itachi has control of the ball, and Tho does force the challenge back to the opposite side, but there's no space in Giants territory for Guild to work with. Nice little cut from Nolly, but that's all they get. Ball forced back to the corner.
I like the fake challenge there from Tho. He made Steak go for the flick, but it was barely enough of a challenge and a fake. Managed to get the save coming across. That's another one where the ball rolls in front of the net. We see a shot from the Giants, and one player dives across to get that save.
You know, Devo squeezes it against the ceiling. Despite Giants being unable to, mount some extended pressure, they haven't needed to. 20 seconds, and they win the match, and they move to tomorrow. But it's not over. Zamway off the ceiling, can't get the touch, but there's Steak again! And Giants, time and again, come back 3-3.
The midfield passes weren't working at all, so just use the ceiling. Steak is going to follow that one up from Zamway, who was so early to that challenge. We're all tied up, 15 seconds left. I feel like they're going to end it here. I see a buzzer beater, Jorby. It's going to happen. I've got a feeling.
Tho, it rolls up to the ceiling. Tho's just going to take it himself. He saw that it was going to be challenged, but it's a nice bounce for Giants on the transition. Nolly gets in the way. Time expires. Itachi doesn't get the touch he wants. We're in overtime again, Turtle.
That one almost bounced off the corner, okay? I had a little bit of hope towards the end, but unfortunately, we didn't see anything crazy happen, and we've got overtime. Vodafone Giants This is a scary situation to be in, but they seem calm.
Challenge up in front again. Devo, length to work with. And they still move downfield. Nolly gets the first touch. Itachi too slow to it. And Steak. So got up there quickly. Steak continues the progression downfield. Though, collects a full tank of boost though. And makes Giants' life a little harder, but Itachi gets a nice touch.
Steak needs the double touch.
He shakes off one. Nolly gets the touch. Zamway wide angle shot, though, got right in front. Itachi real close on the rotation. Giants want to keep pressing Guild, but they got to stop this transition. Nolly blows through one towards the net, and it's in! Guild have taken down Giants. They move on!
The follow-up touches from Nolly. Using his arrow, getting above the defender, off the backboard. Zamway didn't anticipate the miss from his own teammate, misread the backboard read, and we've got a cleanup shot for Guild. They move on, and it's all because of that defensive stance that they put up during this series.
And even in this game, they had 7 saves.
Goodness.
Off of the 12 shots from Giants. Again, though, Turtle, I look back at game 2 for Giants when Zamway missed that shot that would have tied the game up. That was the one that could have changed the face of the set, but then going down 0-2 against Guild just made things too hard to climb out of, and Guild end up the victors.
Even in that last game, I thought that the Giants were going to take the win because of how much pressure they had. The level of shots was increasing dramatically, especially with the mechanics that we did see. Their accuracy was better. We even saw Zamway's speed initially in front of the box to win the challenge, then go off the ceiling to pass it out to Steak. But in the end, it wasn't enough. It was no match for the Guild defense, and more specifically, Devo coming in off the sidewall, flying across the net, and getting those saves to move out for the counterattack.
Well, some teams are sent home and other teams continue on. We'll throw it back to Leaf and the guys to break it down for you for the rest of the weekend.